What's up, everybody? It's me, aka NooJ, and I'm here once again to bring you another NooJ Talk. Today is October 31st, 2014. So you know what that means? It's Halloween. Yeah, Halloween. The time of year that we all pretend that we have something important to do, and really we just want to find a reason to dress up like something else. Um, I love Halloween. I liked what Halloween was. Back in my day, back in the day, kids would go out for hours on end trying to get free candy. Now with health conscious parents, crazy people putting drugs in their kids' candy, and people stealing children off the streets, we've been scared into this thing of it's not okay for kids to go out and get candy, which is okay. I'm not knocking things and how things progress. I mean, Christmas used to be the time of giving. Now it's just the time of where's my present. But that's a whole different story. But yeah, happy Halloween to everyone out there. Um, as you can see, I'm kind of dressed up as a nerd, but I also have my hat and I've got my hair all done and I'm in suspenders. I don't know. I I had a costume planned. I was going to go as Groot for Halloween, um, but a lot of setbacks happened, and so I'm not going to be going as Groot for Halloween, obviously, or else I'd be looking like a big tree. So yeah, that didn't happen. But I still plan on finishing the costume. I have all the stuff now that I need. It's just a matter of assembling it, and that takes a little bit of time, but it is what it is. So yeah, hopefully if I go to a convention, I can rock that. Because I don't know who else I'm going to go for Halloween if I do happen to go on a grand adventure. But yeah, so me, Groot, I am Groot. Well, right now I'm just a geek, nerd, something. I don't know. I have suspenders. That I've never worn suspenders before, so it's actually kind of snazzy. Like I didn't even have to. I was like looking for my belt, and I'm like, why am I even looking for a belt? These hold up my pants. Does everything a belt needs to do. I don't know. And then I can. Well, Duke boys, up and down it again. Yeah. See, I could. Oh man, where's my jacket? I could be Boss Hog. I could be Boss Hog. Actually, probably not. I couldn't pull off a Boss Hog because everyone has told me that my Southern accent sucks. Well, no, it doesn't suck, but apparently it's offensive that I do a Southern accent. So I don't know. I'll just have to live with it. But yeah, so Halloween costume. Hopefully I'll be Groot sometime next year. I will probably show off the costume once it's finished. Yeah. I bought candy. I bought candy for all the little kids because I still believe that they're gonna walk around, and probably what's gonna happen is the first group of kids that shows up, I'm just gonna dump the whole thing and be like, done. I'm done, and then I'm gonna leave. I do have a couple of things planned tonight. We'll see if those actually come through. But yeah, I mean, it's life. You don't always get what you planned on doing. So yeah. What else has been going on? So Hyrulean Warriors came out. Hyrulean Warriors was played. Played a lot of Hyrulean Warriors. Well, maybe not a lot, but I played enough to get the idea, to have fun. Like I said, I've never played a Dynasty Warriors game, and I haven't played many Zelda games, so I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I'm just sitting there waggling my Wiimote because that this is what you do. You waggle the Wiimote and do a billion attacks, and I'm just like, I am the champion. And yeah, so I mean, you have a choice. You can either use the little gamepad and stare at teeny tiny vision, or you can use the Wiimote and waggle it around, or if you're really cool, you'll pay $50 for the Wii U promo, because you can't use the Pro controller from the regular Wii system. Nintendo, you steal my money. I don't know what else you want from me. You've taken everything. Ah. But yeah. What else? Been playing a lot of Destiny. It's funny because like when I was originally writing the review for it, I was so mad at the game, but after just playing it, I'm like, okay, I see where they went, and I think that's what a lot of people have been doing is that the initial phase was this game it sucks and it's full of garbage and just yeah, that's all I heard. I saw all the reviews, I was reading what everyone else was saying, and they're just like, it's garbage. But then like, what is it? It released a month ago, I think now, maybe a little bit less, more. I don't know. The point is that like a month later, here's me and my friends, or my friends and I. Oh, I'm sorry, people. Grammar Nazis, they'll come for you. Um, my friends and I continue to play the game, and we sit there and we joke like we're here to have fun, right? And well, we're here to have fun, and sometimes you'll have fun in the game, and you'll play it, and then you'll be like, you know what? They didn't do a bad job. They didn't do a great job, and hopefully with DLC and a few patches, that'll fix a lot of the things, and they have. They've patched the game. They've added things and did things to make the game more enjoyable. So we're hoping that that's what's going to happen. Brawl for the 3DS came out. I picked that up. I haven't played it much. But that's because I just can't stand staring at a teeny tiny vision. I did it. I did the Game Boys. I got a PSP back when that was the bee's knees. And I loved my PSP. I actually still have it somewhere in here that it still has Dissidia 2 plugged in because that was really the only game I wanted to play on the PSP was Dissidia and Dissidia 2. So, but yeah, teeny tiny vision is no longer a thing. We're in the age where screens can be as big as they want. So I like having a big screen. That's all I can say. Big screens, you got my attention. What else do we got going on? My Loot Crate came in, and I did a video of that yesterday. Yesterday, day before. Yes. Pretty sure I did it yesterday. If I didn't do it yesterday, then I did it Wednesday. But I'm pretty sure I did it Thursday. So, did that. Made a couple, worked on that, and it was a lot of fun. I did enjoy it. And then I talked about the next Loot Crate, which is Battle, which then, like, when I was thinking about it, I'm like, oh, Battle, it's going to be World of Warcraft. I don't know what happened to me when I thought World of Warcraft, but then they sent me the teaser email, and they're like, Battle, get ready to fight your friends, and it's like all these Street Fighters and everything. I'm like, oh, Battle, like Pokemans and Brawl. Pokemon is coming out next month, so don't think that I'm wrong. I totally plan on getting the new Pokemon because I don't know, I have a soft spot for it. I haven't played it since Yellow, but I did like Black and White, I think it was. Whichever one introduced Oshawott. Oshawott has the closest the feels. I love Oshawott. It's a sea otter with a cockle shell, or I think it's a clam shell. I can't remember if they said cockle or clam. But it's got a shell for a knife. He will shank you. He is the guy that you do not want to see in prison because he will just royally F you up and then look so adorable that everyone will be like, I don't think he did it. I don't think he did it. So yeah, gonna give the new Pokemon a try, because I just haven't played it in forever, and I'm just like, you know what, I feel like playing Pokemon. Is it a crime that I want to play Pokemon? You decide on that one. But also the new Smash Bros. For the Wii U is coming out. It's been reslated, and they're like, oh, it's going to be just in time for Black Friday. That's what we all assumed. Like, everyone saw that. They're like, oh, holiday 2014. And everyone's like, oh, it's going to come out right before Black Friday. And then they're like, no, it's going to come out in December. Don't worry. Don't worry. It'll come out in December, and we'll have fun. And No, we knew. We knew. We knew you, Nintendo. We knew you were going to release it just in time for the holiday Black Friday madness. I've decided I am not doing Black Friday this year. I am making a stand, and I'm going to stay at home on Thanksgiving. Everyone's like, oh, they got the sales at 10 p.m. starting, and I'm just like, nope, I am done. I'm done with that. Last year was the last time that I would ever even think about doing a Black Friday. And even then, last year, I did it on the web. I'm just like, done. Happy Black Friday. Yeah, no, not doing it. I already have all my shopping done for pretty much everyone, other than little knickknacks. That's all I'm buying now is knickknacks and little gifts that you throw in those stocking stuffers. That's the word I'm looking for. But yeah, lots of fun stuff happening. Once again, kind of like in my video, my Loot Crate video, I talked about my new equipment. I got this stuff. Still playing with it, still altering it, trying to make it work. Because yeah, I don't know, during audio video techniques when I was in school, they kind of just put it all together for us, which is weird because usually you want to learn these things. And I know a little bit about how to set up and all that jazz, but yeah, so I've got my swing arm so I can mount it and put it wherever I need it to be. I'm seeing some quality over price issues. Yeah, because this isn't the most expensive one that I could have bought. But it was one that I'm like, okay, I just need an arm to hold my mic up in the air so that it stops being on the ground. Because that was the big problem, is that I've had the cradle for a long time, but I'd never had anywhere to put it. So that's the point of the arm. But the microphone, the condenser mic, is great. I've been loving it. I do personally feel that it has a little bit better quality, but probably the big issue is that I'm not utilizing some softwares to help make sure that the voice is as crisp as possible. So, but I'm pretty sure that thanks to this thing, you're not hearing. I don't know. Make up a reason of what those noises would be for, but yeah. So we've got that going on. I've got my condenser here to help make sure that my amp. I've got my amp here to make sure that my condenser has power, because apparently a condenser microphone takes a lot of power, and that's the point of an amp, is to juice up the power. And the boys up there were playing the stickball. I honestly, I feel like I should just shave and have like that male pattern natural baldness, and then just go tell like dad jokes or something. I don't know. I haven't worn this hat in forever. I've had it. How long have I had this hat? I think, I don't even know. Since high school, maybe. Yeah, high school. I'm gonna say high school. But yeah, a lot of little things that have survived through my years. The hat is one of them. As some may have noticed, I've had a couple of pictures pop up on my YouTube banner art. I changed a lot of wallpapers and stuff, and even in the NooJ Crate, I used that as a picture. And I probably slid the picture in the beginning of the video too, with a small intro. Intro being relative. Yeah. I had one of my friends do a commission work for me, and him and I have chatted about what exactly I wanted it to be. His name is Tim, aka Takaroth. Big shout out to him for helping make my life easier by not having to have drawing skills at the moment. But I enjoy his work. I've watched the wee days of him drawing. He's shown me what's inspired him, and it's really cool to to help someone else do something that they want to do. Um, and I mean, like I said, it's commission work, so yes, I did pay, but that's not the point. Payment isn't the point. Well, depends on who you are. To me, the money wasn't the point. The point was that I really wanted to see him draw and see him be happy, because it does apparently make him happy. He's been working on his art and his craft for a while now. He's self-taught, and he's taken the time and the effort to push himself forward. So I really do. I like his work. He's also the one that made my original profile picture, and I hope to get a couple more pieces out before the end of the year. We'll see what he's up to and how he feels about doing some more stuff. So yeah, I hope that you, for those that have looked at it and inspected it, that you've enjoyed the work or enjoyed the pictures. And we'll see what all comes of it. You never know. It's really exciting to watch people grow in their craft. I really do. I like Tim's work. But yeah, so like I said, shout out to Tim. Thank you again, man, for doing the pictures. I guess last, I don't want to end on a bad note, but it's kind of like news. Sorry about that. Goodness, lost track of. Sorry about that. Got interrupted by roommates because it happens. Yeah, I guess a big topic that's going around right now is, and it's not just gaming news. It's in the news. We're everywhere now. Is the whole Gamergate and Sarkeesian. I'm horrible. I don't watch a lot of things, but the point is that we're in the 21st century, correct? Yeah, because we're in the 21st century. We're in the 21st century. 20th century is of the past, and as they say, people evolve, people move on, and stuff like that. I guess let's set the scene. Sakirson is a feminist, I think. Like, that's what everyone's labeling her as. I think she's more like an equal rights kind of person than anything else, talking about how women need to be, portrayed more equally to other men in video games. And I'm not saying that they're not misportrayed in video games, and I'm not saying that they're being portrayed either properly. But the point is that gaming as a whole has evolved. I mean, we do have some more prominent female leads that are better at discovering who they are and stuff like that. They're not just always damsels in distress and stuff. I just don't even know really where to go with the whole topic, because I'm a privileged white male is the best way to put it. And I'm sorry if that offends people, but because I am white, I am male, and I'm of the middle class well, I don't even know if I'm middle class in my pay, but it's not the point. The point is that I'm privileged, apparently. And I just been hearing that recently, that, oh, you're privileged. And I'm like, what is that supposed? Is this like reverse? I feel like it's like reverse classism and racism, or whatever you want to call it. So here is my stance on the whole thing. I think it's a shame that people want to promote equality and want to talk about how females should be portrayed. Felicia Day and all the other what's the word I'm looking for? Icons, female icons, and I don't want to call them like icons, like they're but they are. They're celebrities. People look up to them. All of them everyone, and not only them, because they're celebrities and icons, everyone deserves to have a voice on what gaming should be and where gaming should go. And essentially, this whole Gamergate is shutting that opportunity. Um, and it's a shame because it's just making us look worse, because it's been on the news and everything, and how these guys are being all misogynistic and making a game out of torturing these women, and torturing being a relative term. But they are the women are not allowed to voice their opinions online, because then their videos and anything that they do gets uh, avalanched by DOSing and all these things going on. And uh, it's a darn shame. I really do. I enjoy listening to how people want to see gaming evolve. I personally love just playing any game that's given to me, in a sense. Obviously, I like a good story, but then comes the debacle of what's a good story and stuff like that. And the new Tomb Raider, that's a great story. I hadn't played it personally, but I've watched all my friends play it, and it was a decent story. And the lead character, though she was scared at first, because what teenage girl wouldn't be scared in that situation? Well, okay, let's rephrase it. What teenager wouldn't be scared in that situation? Like, it doesn't even have to be that she's a girl. It's just the fact that who would not be scared in that whole situation of, I might die. I might be dying today. Please tell my family that I love them. Um, yeah, I mean, but at the same time, Gears of War. People talk about Gears of War and how it's the biggest male power fantasy ever, and they're right. It's a pretty big male power fantasy. I'm a big guy walking around with half a car on me, shooting aliens and swearing the whole time. But in my opinion, it wasn't a good game, because there were a lot of bad things about it. The gaming controls I didn't feel were right. The whole rocking the rodeoing, or whatever they called that was horrible. I think you could turn it off though, so maybe that was just me. But I don't know. It wasn't that great of a game, in my opinion. But that's the epitome of what people talk about, where they're like, oh, well, this is the games that people want, is the male power fantasies. And they're yeah, 53%, I believe, gamers at the moment are males, and 47 are female. That's I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's a pretty even ratio. Isn't that almost the ratio of females to males in the world? Isn't there like 52% female population on the world or something like that? Like, everyone knows that there are more females on this earth than there are male, which is weird, but at the same time, funny. Um, yeah. I guess the point I'm making is that gamers, we need to be more accepting of change, and I'm a hypocrite on that one. I don't like a lot of change, but when it comes to the worlds that I live in and the games that I play, I do like change. I like a lot of change. I like new worlds. I like new ideas and innovation, which is funny because there was another study talking about how innovation is overrated. But yeah, the point being is we should be more accepting of others and their beliefs and such. There's religious aspects out there that Now, religion is its own beast. I'm not even going to touch that. I'm not going to touch it. It's just going to be there. The point is that people read a little bit more on your own time. I might make a couple links down below, so that others can kind of read a little bit more about what exactly I'm talking about. Because I'm not a news outlet. I'm not the place that you should be going. I'm just a guy kind of stating an ambiguous idea / opinion. Um, but it's Halloween, so we should all be smiling. I want to wish you all a safe, happy Halloween. I want you all to hug your kids, have some candy, have some fun, be safe, don't drink and drive because that's bad and illegal, but mainly bad and a bad choice. Call your friends, call a pre-cab. I don't care what you do. Just make sure that you get home safe and stuff like that if you're going to be drinking tonight. But yeah, I want to wish everyone happy Halloween, and I will see you in the next one.